Hello guys, welcome back to another day in the life video. Hey look, I am still remembering to pick up the camera, even if it does mean that the last couple of vlogs have been like 5 minutes long. We're only 13 seconds into this one and it's the afternoon and we're sitting at the grand total of 3 PM, 2:59. Yes, I'm currently in the middle of just doing a couple more extra things. I've had a contact from a customer, or a brand new customer, who could be a potential contract in the future. They are a dental practice who has basically got a broken switch, a broken network switch, and they're needing some help. They've asked to get some quotes from people locally nearby, so that's where I come into the whole grand scheme of things. So they've contacted me asking for it. So Monday we'll be going out to them. Tomorrow is the Evergreens Miniature Railway Open Day, which I'm hoping will all go well, and you'll get to see a lot of behind the scenes tomorrow. So tomorrow's vlog I'm expecting to be super long. I'm going to try and do an hour long video. However, that may also go down the drain. We'll soon see what happens. I'm just going to work it out. Currently I'm working on all of my customer stuff and my dashboard, which is getting even better. I've now got a dashboard, so when I'm going out to appointments, I now have a screen on my phone that I literally have all the appointments listed with the addresses, able to access, which is one of the main key things as to why I've started creating this. So I've now got that engineer call out dashboard, so that way when I'm going out to a customer, all I do is click a button and hey presto, I'm going out for that customer, rather than trying to work out where that customer is. It'll just tell me in order which appointment is next and where I'm going to, which makes life so much more easier. Okay, we're coming up to 5 o'clock. I know I've been busy. I've been working on this brand new staff portal, which has now got the full-on careers application system now in with full HR management recruiting, so that way I can move away from Zoho for that. It's also got the time log management, the on-call engineer management. It's also got stuff to do with knowledge base, which is currently being done. There's a ton of different features that are basically being built over the last couple of days to couple of hours that I've been working on. Now I'm going to stick you up here in this wardrobe or this cupboard, because there is something I have been desperate to do, and that unfortunately sort out my clothes. So I thought I'd have a chat and explain to you why things are slow, shall we say. Basically this whole system that I've created, I used to have to pay something on the rounds of like £54 per month, a system to manage everything that I needed with my business. Now that's fine, I don't mind paying £54 if that was the per month cost. The problem that it was is that it was per month per user cost. That kind of made me think, if I'm going to move something soon, I'd rather do it before I hire staff on, and I'd rather test drive it and run it and make sure it all works. So that's why I purposely change stuff around to be like that. Why have I got rubbish? But literally I'm sat there and I'm like, how can I best sort this out? What is the best option for me as an employer later on to be able to manage my staff? Is to use a system that I'm comfortable with. If, for example, I did this later on when I was hiring staff on and I didn't know exactly what I was doing, and then I've got staff going, I don't know what they're doing, it would be very difficult. So being able to test drive it, make sure everything's all working. If there's a bug, I can fix it as well. If there's a feature missing, I can fix it. I can add that feature. If there's something that needs to happen, then I can do it. The only major thing is making sure everything is all encrypted and is making sure things don't get out of hand. So, for example, job applications, it's sensitive data. You don't want that to be going out anywhere. So that's where that's being kept. So we're doing that purposely to make sure things are okay. Like, there is a ton of things that I'm actually surprised that we actually have done. And I'm actually really surprised at how well the system has coped and how well the system now looks and manages, because when you try and create something of your own, it can be either really good and it can be the exact system that you want, or it can be really bad and it can be the most horrid system that you want. Yeah, you know, I've gone through 20, 30 different applications just to manage my business. And those 20, 30 applications, 90% of them have got everything apart from something, or everything apart from this. Now, I was very lucky to find Zoho. And I love Zoho, don't get me wrong, it's been brilliant for me. The problem that I've had is this costing. Now, the reason why I like Zoho is because it allows me to integrate different application systems into the one system. Just the tickets, the CRM, which is basically customer relationship management database, the bookkeeping and everything else. Just so that way, when it comes to someone calling me up, I don't have to log into 20 different systems to be able to work out why something isn't working or to answer someone's query. That's why I've created a system for this. So this will have the careers application all in one portal. It'll have the system. Now, technically these systems were integrated into each other, but they would copy the data from one table to another table to another table to work. It wouldn't just use one table to look up things, which for me sounded a bit more... There was issues with it for me. It was like, why am I having to search up 3 different tables for XYZ to work when really I just need one table or just need one situation to be resolved? So I was like, why don't we just have one table that people log into? So the login table is basically customers and staff. There's 2 tables, customers and staff. That way it knows which one to direct you to. So of course, when it comes to managing the whole business and everything else, it's not, oh, I've got to go into this system, make sure that data is removed. I've got to go into that system, make sure that data is removed. If I delete a customer from the database, because of the way relationships work in the database, it will delete the tickets. It will also delete everything to do with that customer. So anything that has happened, any appointments, it all gets deleted. As soon as I press that delete button from the table for that customer, that information is bye-bye. I won't ever be able to see it again. Which also means that GDPR is fully adhered to. It means that people can also see what data I've got in one place. Whereas currently, the support portal, which was working, which was Zoho support, they've had a big massive issue with their support desk for their customer portal, which has been brilliant, but the problem is no one's been able to log in. No one's been able to log into the customer portal to see exactly what's happening, manage their tickets, to manage their invoices. They can manage their invoices absolutely fine, but they can't seem to manage their tickets fine. They can't seem to do XYZ fine, and it's like, how's the best to do this? With that in mind, and with the fact that there was this issue, it's kind of made me want to move on to my own system, which is why I've now spent looking at the time logs, because I've been using the time logs. I've already spent over 24 hours physically in code editing that, and that was after I've added the time log entries. Bear in mind, I've been using the system, I've been developing it for about 3 days before. So in only 3 days worth of my content, I have created in 3 days worth of content. I've done over 2 days done 23 hours. There is also today's timesheet, which is from 11 till currently what time it is now, plus whatever I'm working on this evening. That will also go into my time logs, showing the amount of effort that has gone into this project, which unfortunately for you guys has been not very interesting. The vlogs, these are the things that I have to go through, that I have to process and try and work out what I need to have and come up with ideas and say how I want it to be integrated and have this discussion. But if I don't have that option to be able to log in and manage my customers in a productive environment, then for me, if the system doesn't work, then my customer services will go down. There's only so much I can say, oh sorry, 1 second, let me just find another screen for this, let me just do this. For me, that's not good enough. And for me, going out to customers, that severely hasn't been good enough to process the whole system. So that's the reason why I've created this brand new staff portal / dashboard / system all in one. Now, I probably just rambled on there like no tomorrow explaining why I've been doing this, but hopefully that answers some of your questions as to why the vlogs have been so small. It's because I've been trying to make this system just that perfectness, which of course takes time. On that note, tomorrow is definitely a break from this. I get to go out to the railway until I come back and literally do more of this system. But even looking at my time logs right this second, I've done 23 hours, 39 minutes. That's without today, because today hasn't been finished yet. So I can't tell. That's literally how many hours I've done, and that's for the 28th and 29th put together. It just shows you that's why things are constantly there. Probably tell by that time lapse, we're now just arrived at a park. This is a park that's closer to us but not too far. It's actually in one of the next villages near to us, but it's a place that I like to come to sometimes. Basically, I like to give Bruno brand new sniffs every single time, and that's what this place does. So yeah, otherwise no, it's not too bad. Apologies about the light on my face. You know, the videographer of me will be like, no, I need to put this over there so it's in the sun, so that way I get the perfect light on my face. But then there's the vlogger of me that just goes, I just want to be in the way that I'm walking, make it easier. So that's what we're doing. Anyway, coming out to this park, enjoying ourselves. I've clocked out of work for now. I'll probably clock back in when I get back home, because I've still got a couple more things that I need to do tonight. And then I've got to head off to bed, because tomorrow we'll be at the miniature railway and I need to be there for 8:30 in the morning at the latest, 8 o'clock in the morning at the earliest. So that's going to be more fun to try and arrive for. It's currently 9:12 p.m. Now that's a good thing for me, because I've had the last couple of days where I have been up till about 2:30 in the morning. Now tomorrow I've got to be up for 8 o'clock in the morning, so Ziggy, set an alarm for 7:30 a.m.
Alarm set for 7:30 a.m. tomorrow.
Also Ziggy, set an alarm for 7 a.m.
Second alarm set for 7 a.m. tomorrow.
As you can probably tell, those 2 alarms are required, because I need to get up early tomorrow morning to go for the railway. Well, that must mean, for one reason, the reason why I've got those alarm sets, because I need to get up early in the morning. That must mean one thing. Thank you very much for liking, commenting and subscribing. Till tomorrow. Bye bye.